Hello, hello. I am Brittany Rowe. I am energy. I am powerful, and I am who I say I am. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Okay, today I want to share something with you all that's really informative and that could possibly help you in physical reality. I want to share this and not um, in the energy of fear, but just for knowledge, just for understanding. Because when you know better, you're in a position to do better and protect your family. I have this new device that I want to share with you all. You know how everybody talking about electromagnetic forms of energy and frequency and radiation and everything with 5G and all. Well, I believe that all things are energy, frequency, and vibration. And with that in mind, I can feel energy. I always have, but it is heightened, on your journey when you start eating well, start meditating, and just on a journey of higher consciousness, you begin to tap into other realms, tap into other frequencies. And so for me, I can feel everything pretty much at this point in my life. And so I have these people in my physical reality, and then we will call them the Doubting Thomases of the world that tell me, girl, you tripping, or ma, you tripping, or this, and that, and the other, right? I can feel I can feel my food. I can feel my food as it digests. I can feel if something is plugged up and not being used. I'm just tapped in. I can feel the energy of others, what they're going through. And so with that being said, I purchased this digital EMF meter for the Doubting Thomases of the world. The Doubting Thomases of the world that really didn't know, or better yet understand, what energy that I was feeling. And the reason why I bought this, like I said, was to gauge on the frequencies around me in the physical reality, and also because, like I said, I would feel it in my bedroom. Actually, I want to share this with you right quick. In my bedroom, on the side of my bed, I had this lamp plugged up, and I would often, every time I was laying in my bed, I would feel the energy, and I always thought it was the plug. I thought it was the outlet, or I was like, something is wrong with the energy over there, and I would hear the buzzing noise and stuff from it. And so I told my son one day, I was like, go to the store, go to the store and get me some. Wait, let me make sure this thing plugged up. Go to the store, okay, and get me some aluminum foil. Give me some aluminum foil because I can't stand this outlet. This outlet is driving me crazy. So I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see this, and this is a picture. If you can see, I put aluminum foil. Don't laugh at me, y'all. I put aluminum foil on top of the outlet because it was driving me crazy, and I just thought all of this energy was coming from that side of the room, and the only thing that was on that side of the room was the outlet, And so I covered it up with aluminum foil, and later, after that, I ended up getting this particular device, and I bought this device off of Amazon. And when I bought this device and bought it on the side of my bed, the thing started beeping like crazy, right? So let me tell you what it registers. This is a digital EMF meter, and it has high sensitivity readings on it, and so it detects like power lines, smart meters, on the side of your home, Wi-Fi, cell phones, microwaves, and things like that. So they have different on it. I don't know if y'all can see with the glare of the sun, but different sections on it. And each section is registering. It look like y'all can see it. Each section is registering a different, type of frequency. It registers radio frequency on one side, and then you have the electrical frequencies on another side, and then they have the EMFs, electromagnetic forms of energy. So like the universe, for example, the universe, we have like electromagnetic fields of energy in mother, in the universe, okay? And so this is how like bees and birds, they know how to navigate based upon it. This is how the compass is understood based upon that electromagnetic field of energy. We have electromagnetic fields of energy, but then we also have like man-made electromagnetic fields of energies from technology. You know how they are trying so much to advance technology is a beautiful thing, but it also needs to be respected, and we have to respect it by maybe staying away from it, just like how they say with the electrical service, don't monkey around power lines, so to speak. Anyway, so I bought this here for my Doubting Thomas people, and because I would always tell my children, you need to back up from that TV. I feel something in this area, something's not right. But when I bought this, it's opened up their minds, or their eyes rather, to what I was saying, because it started beeping when I would go around certain things. I paid maybe $100 and something for this small device, and I got this device simply because I knew that it'll be necessary. I felt like it was a great investment to monitor what was going on around us, like when we were sleeping, instead of me just saying, hey, I feel something over there. Anyway, I'm going to tell you, and this will benefit you in more ways than one. If you maybe don't have the $100 and something to buy your own, I'll tell you the things that I picked up with this particular device. With this particular device, I was able to find out what that problem was on side of my bed that was causing me to feel some kind of way. It was the LED light bulb that was in the lamp on side of my bed. I'm talking about this kind of light bulb, this new and supposed to be energy efficient light bulb. It picked up a lot of electric field on this particular device. And so in comparison, the old school bulbs that we used to purchase, mercury free, just regular old school bulbs, it was way, way less. Now I'm talking about 22,000 EF frequencies coming through this particular device, and beeping and the green light going off, like, right? So it comes with a little, I'm not trying to get y'all to buy this. No, I'm just telling y'all my experience with it, and maybe it could help you. It comes with a little radiation detector chart. I don't know if my camera that good to let you see. No, the sun is shining too bright. But anyway, on the chart, it'll tell you the EMFs, the EFs or the RFs, and the recommendation. So just like I was just saying about that particular bulb being 200 of EFs. Well, on this particular chart, it says to avoid long time stay in that particular area. There's a normal check, regular section, not recommended for long time stay, and then the worst, which mine was at, is avoid long time stay in that area. And so this is why I feel like some people, that live around maybe transmission towers and have smart meters on their home, and they are getting affected by these energies or these frequencies. This is why I feel like they really need to purchase something like this here, or they need to be more conscious of it as far as digital concerns take place, by getting something at a register for them, because they might not know why they are getting headaches. They might not know why they're feeling drained just because the light is on. Some of the other things that I picked up, not just a smart meter. I don't have a smart meter, but I compared my particular meter to a smart meter in the comparison. And it is very, very high. And those are electric, the EMFs, the electromagnetic fields of energy. The other things I picked up on, remember I told you all that I purchased a bicycle and I was riding my bike on the boulevard in front of my neighborhood, and they have these tall transmission towers. So this particular device, while I was riding my bike, was going off, and it would tell me it's too high. It'll tell me in this bottom column that there's a power line nearby, and the energy frequency is too high, and I should avoid being in that area for a long period of time. Another thing that I picked up on was that PS4 in the bedroom. The children that like to play the game and keep it on all night long. That was a high reading. Um, what else? What else? What else? The smart meter. I don't have a microwave. I couldn't imagine that. I don't do microwaves. But oh, the LED TVs too. You know, these flat screen TVs. I'm not saying that we should do away with all of these different things. I'm just saying the energy from it, from being close up on it. Like right now, I'm around a laptop. Being close up on it or being on it for long periods of time, it actually drains our energy, is what I'm saying. You know, like the children being out of school right now, they probably on a game even more for long periods of time. So it's just not beneficial is all I'm saying. And I just feel like, you know, backing up from those type of things would really help. That modem in the room, wherever you keep your modem for your Wi-Fi or whatever, maybe turning it off at night. And this is why I talked about turning it off in the middle of the night. Turn your before you go to sleep, rather. Turning the cell phone off, you know, before you go to sleep, and not sleeping with it right next to your head, you know, on the nightstand right next to your head, moving it away from you. Because all things are energy, frequency, and vibration. But in the beginning stage, if you cannot handle the energies that's coming from these type of devices, it's best to stay away from it. It's not that I can handle it. It's just that I'm sensitive of it. And I just could feel it. And it's just annoying to me, which is why I really don't wear watches. You know, just the energy of something foreign or man-made on me is just, if I ever have a watch on my hand, is off. So don't ever ask me what time it is, and I don't have my cell phone because I don't know, because my watch gonna be off. But which leads me to talk about cell phones. Cell phones, you know, we're supposed to be advancing to you know, the 5G technology or whatever, but it wasn't really high for my current cell phone for right now. The only time that, you know, because energy fluctuates, the only time it really got high for my particular cell phone is when I was just putting it on the speaker, or it was, you know, vibrating from a call being, you know, incoming call. And so it will pick up mostly on those radio frequencies, because when I do talk on a cell phone, most of the time is because it's on a speaker. So it'll pick, this device here will pick up on the radio frequencies of the cell phone. So it's battery operated, and it comes with a little charger or whatever. Like I said, I'm not promoting this at all, but if you all are interested, is a GQ EMF 390 is what I purchased from Amazon. Anyway, with that being said, I want to also share why I'm talking about that particular device and energy. I posted on my Facebook page the other day about, you know, trees, you know, trees protecting us. You know, like there are certain trees, like, you know, how like when you're on a road trip, and the call gets dropped, or you can't make a call, or you miss a call, whatever. It is simply because that Wi-Fi, being around trees are really protecting us from a lot of the frequencies in the air, right? Because the trees are supposed to be supplying us with the oxygen that we need, right? And these frequencies are pretty much so plentiful in the air that they're depleting that particular ability. So I want to share one more thing with you that'll be beneficial for you if you want to look into getting some plants or trees inside of your house. Because let me see if you can see this here. They're really inexpensive. This was in the foyer. If you can see this here, this was in the foyer of a Trader Joe's store, and so I picked up a whole bunch of them. They were like $3 and $4, and they're hard. If you don't even have a green thumb, these are hard to kill. But it really helps with the hydrogen, you know, oxygen in the air. You know, it's good for to put on side the bed or whatever, for air, for breathing, cleaning the air. Another thing that's really good for cleaning the air is sage. I just bought this here from Etsy online. Sage is good for protecting against viruses. Sage, smudging the air with sage is good for protecting from against viruses, removing bacteria out of the air, and improving your mood and intuition. So I normally get, let me make you laugh real quick. I normally get the little bitty, it's like a little 4 inch. Just here, this is about 8. Yeah, this is about an 8 inch one that I bought from Etsy. And let me tell you, so today I call myself burning this little sucker. I burned it and I'm walking around the house, smudging the air. You know, I had got up really early and cleaned house and was just smudging the air before I started working. And this sucker turned into like a little bonfire in my hand. I was like, oh Lord. So I tried to go to the front of the house and I'm walking fast to go to the front of the house, giving it more air, like oxygen. So the fire just got really big. Got really, really big. So if I were to order again, there's nothing wrong with the vendor. You know, I like it. There was something wrong with the user. So if I were to order again, I'll go back to my little 4 inch ones. They're shorter, and so they burn slower. This burns fast, in my opinion. And so I didn't really need it for a big area. I just needed the short one, but I like it. It's just, Lord, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for the fire. But anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you all. This particular device, it really came in handy. Oh, and by that smart meter, that comparison was off the chart. It was like over like 100, and I could actually feel the energy. Like you get like this, I get like this slight headache type feeling. Like, whew. So in comparison, from the old like analog meter. You know, when I say that, for those that don't understand that, it's like the one that has a little disc spinning the old time. And you know how you used to be able to read your meter with the little 5 dials, and then it had the spinning disc. That is the old, like a little analog type meter. And now they're going to the digital, which is a smarter meter. So it's able to pick up the frequency and deliver it, you know, back to the meter reader department or wherever. And so, what I do know is that if you have the option for smart meters in your particular area, you can see about getting it, opting out and getting that particular meter option waived for you. But they charge a fee for that. They charge a fee for that if you don't want to do the upgrade for the smart meter. But my thing is, what I'm sharing that part with you is just pay attention to wherever this meter panel is. If you do have a smart meter, pay attention to what's on the inside of wherever it's located. So say, for example, you have a smart meter and it's on the outside of the house, but on the inside of that wall, that's where your baby sleep at or live or whatever, then I would maybe move the bed, you know, from off of that wall, or I would opt out, or maybe move the baby in another room, you know, because it's almost like laying down in front of maybe one of these devices that I'm talking about, laying down in front of a microwave when it's on, you know, laying down in front of, you know, a LED light bulb when it's on, because that's energy right there pulsating, and it's not going off because it's heating the house, because it's coming from the meter panel. So just be mindful of that. I just wanted to share that with you all. Let me see. Let me make sure that I said everything that I wanted to say. Because I also wanted to share too, you know, how we have all of this dust particle and everybody walking around with their little face mask and stuff on their mouth from the air, from the virus, or from whatever they're trying to stop. I don't do that, but just in case, if you do, you know, you should be maybe even mindful of your air filters in your house. You know, this is the perfect time to change them out a little bit more, because keep in mind, you know, that air has to circulate from, you know, inside and outside. So changing the air filters, and even in your cars too, if you're riding around going to the store during this time, it is a perfect time to change out that cabin filter too in the car. You know, that's the one that, you know, if you have your air conditioner on in the car, there's a filter there too. And so just keep in mind that if you are mindful of things like that and you have breathing issues, you don't want to be recirculating old, toxic, dusty air, you know. So that's something that to be mindful of too. And bleach, you know how they have in the AC unit drain line, bleaching that to keep down on that buildup of the mold or the fungus or whatever buildup that might be in that AC drain line. And so I wanted to just share that with you all. Those are some little helpful tips along with my little meter that I purchased that now people know and believe me when I say no, I feel that energy. And for those who don't have any sage, you should try maybe going to Etsy, because sage is really beneficial in so many areas to clean the air. Even if we wasn't going through this year, I've been on sage. You know, I feel like if you know anything about our history, if you are black and you don't have sage up in your house, send me your address, because I'm gonna come over there and take your black card away from you. Because this is our like culture, man. This is something that that's we're evolving back into. We once did before, maybe in a lifetime that you don't remember, and we're evolving back into the basics where we stem from. Anyway, that's really all that I really wanted to share. Let me see. Marquita, thank you. Marquita, thank you. Yeah, my birthday was on yesterday. Yesterday, it was a beautiful day. I had a beautiful day because I was able to just find peace. And so many people called me and wrote me, and it was so much love. By a whole lot of people at one time. I was telling my son yesterday, a whole lot of people at one time telling me how much I inspired them, and strangers calling me queen and goddess and all of this. That was so beautiful. That energy alone was just so beautiful. Just to getting it all at one time. I get emails and stuff from people that they tell me that I inspired them in some way in their life, which I appreciate. But to get it, from so many people at one time all day long, that really made me feel good. I enjoyed my day. So let me say hello at first. Looking beautiful as ever. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, you too. So anyway, that's really all I wanted to share to you all today about this digital meter detector. It's a good investment in my opinion. So you all have a good day. Be blessed from my heart to yours.